Good morning, good morning. Oh, better not do that. I get into trouble for that yet. Okay, it says there's 2 people here waiting. Good morning, Quincy. If you're there, good morning, honey. I'm going to say good morning, Anne. I think I need to send you another message. Jeanette Pickering, I think that is. Let me put my glasses back on. It looks like your name. Oh, just poked myself in the eye. Cheekers. Yeah, Jeanette Pickering, Marie. Good morning, girls. So, have you got any surprises this morning yet for Valentine's Day? Yep, happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day is actually being acknowledged this year for the first time in many, many years in our house. Good morning, Mary. Welcome, honey. I'm glad you came back. Glad we didn't scare you off. But yeah, it's been a long time since we've acknowledged Valentine's Day in our house. But today, yes, well, it is going to be acknowledged. My husband actually mentioned it yesterday. I was shocked. I was like, ew. And dogs in the house. And he's got Bengay on. I took his leave. Oh my gosh. You're all ready then, huh, Iron Dog? Ready for the torture? Oh dear. Okay, good morning. I'm going to put my socks on. Oh. It's not helping really. I mean, my feet still swell up. Guess I'm going to have to get those that they have in the hospital. Oh, dear me. It's a workout just getting these things on. Marie says she took her. Okay, she's all ready. Jeanette said we just send cards, but don't do the flowers and chocolate and stuff. Yeah. Well, my hubby told me he's taking me, and I know some people are going to go, what? But I prefer that. My hubby said he's going to take Les today. He said, it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. I'm looking at him, I'm thinking, yeah, what do you want? Because if you're thinking if you want what I'm thinking you want, it ain't possible. So, and then he said, I'll take you to the thrift shop. So, of course, I got all excited then. I'm like, you will? Michelle, honey. So good to see you. Alright, I'm just putting those socks on. Have worn me out. Christy, good morning. Homesteader down under, Michelle says, hi everybody, happy Valentine's Day to everyone, and hope you have a great one, or had a great one, depending on where you are in the world, of course. And she said, I did. I got a teddy bear and a block of chocolate. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice, Michelle, because then you have the teddy bear is there forever. I guess so, the chocolates when they go straight to your hips. But that's wonderful. Yeah, my hubby's going to take me to the thrift shop today. Well, either today or Saturday. I think I'm going to go Saturday, because Saturday they're having a 50 to 75% store-wide sale on. So I think I might go on Saturday. And I much prefer that rather than card. Because, I mean, a card is like $3, $2.50, $3. And from the city thrift shop, especially when they have these sales on, you imagine how much. If I go to the back where they have what they call last chance, and things are for $1, and it's 70. If I get some that's 75% off, can you imagine how many things I can get for $1? Or for $3, or for $2, or however much, a card and chocolate and flowers. And there'll be things that I can use, like more, gosh, there's somebody in that area that does canning or did canning, because I keep coming across all kinds of canning stuff. So, yeah, I've been buying it. I've been buying a bit here and a bit there. So, which reminds me, there's something I have to do that I forgot to do. I have to get in touch with somebody. I haven't been in touch with her for a while and I feel terrible. It's niggling at the back of my mind, so I have to get it done. Yeah, I understand that. Michelle says it's nice, but she doesn't eat that much chocolate, so she really enjoys the chocolate that she's getting. Oh, I understand that, honey. I don't really eat that much chocolate at home. Well, here in the States, but if somebody, like when my mom sends me English chocolate, and like when, now, why did you do that? You shouldn't be making that noise. Let me see if that will make it stop. If not, I'm going to have to play with it again. Like when my lady sent me some, I couldn't help myself. I just had to eat. I just had to, I had to indulge. And when I mean indulge, I mean I indulged. I ate them. I ate them all. Within 24 hours or so. I can't help it. They're so good. And of course, my stomach was playing heck with me after that, but that's okay. So, okay, nobody's talking. So, just because it's not Valentine's Day, oh no, get your words out right, June. Just because it's Valentine's Day doesn't mean to say you can't do a bit of stretching, because really, you need to do some stretching to start your day out. And what better way than to stretching your legs? And you think I'm tough on you all right now? Wait until we get moving, we get going a bit more. We'll be adding more and more different ones and different ways, and combining them too. So as time goes on, we'll be doing more than 3 sets of 3. That's for sure. Or I should say 3 repetitions of 3. So, plants time. Good morning and welcome. It is so good to see you. They're all being pretty quiet and well behaved right now. I have a sneaking suspicion they jumped over to somebody else's stream for a minute. Jasmine, good morning. Happy Valentine's. It's so good to see you. And welcome. Well, around 7:30ish, maybe a little bit earlier, we'll start our leg stretching because that's what we're doing today. And Christy says, I move my joints and they're cracking. Yep. That happens, Christy. That happens. Today we're just doing, we're starting off very slow. I'm starting people off slow. And they're most likely sitting there. I can see them sitting there talking while I'm doing it, but hey, it's all in fun. But this is not a pain, no gain type thing. This is you stretch to the best you can. You do what you can to the best you can. And I'm hoping that it will encourage some of you. Class, are you listening? I hope it will encourage some of you to, actually do it, because as we get older, and also those of us with limited mobility, we tend to start stiffening up. We tend to... Christy says, yes, ma'am. We tend to start stiffening up. Our tendons start to shorten. Our joint starts to say, I'm not moving that way no more. I'm not doing that. And we tend to start babying ourselves. So, if doing this hurts, rather than just give that little extra push each time, we tend to, when we're reaching for something, we'll climb up on something. We'll get a step ladder and go up 3 steps, to reach whatever it is. Whereas, probably a month or so earlier, we could have done that a little bit more and reached it. So this is all rigor mortis sets in, June. That is so true, Marie. It does. It really does. So this is to help loosen up, stretch out, and hopefully, prevent the loss, and also hopefully regain some range of motion. Chrissy says, amen, Marie. And these are exercises that can be done when you're either sitting, standing, or even laying in bed. So telling me you're in bed is not going to cut it, because you can still do it while you're in bed. You really can. Marie, how is your husband doing? No, not Marie. Michelle, sorry. You popped up on the screen just as I'm saying, and I gotta move or I'm set. That is so true, Marie. That's it, Jasmine. Jasmine says, thanks. I'm down with an evil cold and my hip out of whack, but I keep going, right? Exactly, Jasmine. You gotta move, even if it's a fraction of an inch. Just do it, and do it to the best that you can. Michelle says, yes. All right, Michelle. Michelle, how's your hubby, honey? Marie said, I gotta move or I'm set, and then she says, so I get up and go to the bathroom. Marie. Twin Crow, good morning. Happy Valentine's Day to you too. It's so good to see you. Welcome back. And just because it's Valentine's Day doesn't mean to say you can't do a few stretches. In fact, that's probably the best day to start some stretches. So when you start getting chased around the boudoir, you can run like heck. Oh, hell no. Not today. Got migraine. Not really. Twin Crow says, yep, I need them. Yep, and for you men, it's probably a good idea to do some stretches so you can impress your your loved one. Christy says, yeah, most of my exercising is going to the bathroom these days. Oh, I know that one. I know that one all too well. It gets a bit tiring. I think there's a path wearing from my room to the bathroom and from the living room to the bathroom. Or I should say, in the kitchen to the bathroom. It's Twin Crow says I'm pretty flexible. Well, that's good to hear. Christy said too much coffee. Well, I wouldn't say mine's too much to drink, but never mind. So, is anybody doing anything nice for Valentine's Day? Michelle's in Australia, so she's already had her Valentine's. She had a teddy bear and some chocolates. I still might get some chocolates. Marie says, yes, too much coffee and water pills too. well, yep. You know, my grandma, when she was alive, she passed years ago. And she was... Jasmine says, my gift is not giving the plague to the hubby. Oh, well, that's a nice one. That's very thoughtful, Jasmine. It's terrible, really, isn't it, when both of you, when one has a cold or a cough or something, or some kind of lurgy, and you end up giving it to your partner. It's and then you feel bad. You feel bad because it's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to give you it. Not only that, us women seem to work really hard when they're sick. And we baby them, and we mollycoddle them, and wrap them up in cotton wool, and warm blankets, and... Is it because we care? No, it's because we don't want to hear them moaning. Not really. Not really. It's the nurturing instinct in us. That's what it is. Twin Crow says, my hubby has to work 2 shifts today. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I hope he's home while you're awake at some point. Chrissy says, my daughter gave me the gift of flu for Christmas. Oh, that's not nice. Oh, that's a rough one. I got a message from Scotty. His sister in hospital. And he said she has some kind of Asian bug. He was actually tired. He'd been up for 26 hours. And I said to him, I sent a message back saying the Asian bird flu. And he said, I have no idea. He said they are talking, and he's just wasn't taking anything in because he was so tired. I need to change this because this is buzzing, isn't it? When it hits, when it vibrates. I don't want to vibrate. Okay, there we go. Priority only. There we go. That should stop that. I finally figured out how to turn that off. So we shouldn't be vibrating, you know, at odd occasions throughout. Jasmine says, I have a Mexican bug. I do not wish it on anyone. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Oh. Well, I hope you're feeling... I hope it's something that you can improve quickly on. And get back to your normal self as quickly as possible. Because I know there's nothing worse than being sick like that and not being able to It's miserable. It's miserable. Okay, homesteader down under. I asked her how her hubby is, and she said he has had lots of imaging and special blood tests that takes 3 weeks to organise. Oh, wow. Because they live, yeah, they live so far away from the hospital and doctors. Wow. Well, I hope everything goes well, Michelle. Jasmine said antibiotics and a lot of sleeping is what she has. Yeah, I can imagine. So Scotty's sister's still in the hospital. So keep her in your thoughts and prayers. And send her lots of healing energy. Because, you know, the universe knows exactly where it's going to go. So you don't need to know. We don't need names and locations or anything like that, because the universe is actually amazing. It knows our intent and it knows where to send it. So, okay. We're all ladies in here. The men are off elsewhere. I wonder why. Do you think they're all running around out there trying to do last minute things because it's Valentine's Day? And their wife is like stomping around, giving them the glare because they, as usual, forgot. Men have a tendency to do things like that. Actually, you know what? I've done that myself in the past. I've kind of noted that, yes, it's February. And yes, it's Valentine's Day this February. But then Jasmine says, I wouldn't turn away chocolates. No, neither would I, to be honest with you. Neither would I. But quite happily going. Oh, Iron Dog says, where's the slacker fireman at? Well, I would like to know myself. Mrs. Iron Dog, good morning, honey. It's so good to see you. I missed you being on stream this morning. I woke up a tad bit later than I normally do. And the first thing I did, of course, was come straight to, you know, your hubby, Iron Dog's stream. And I hear them all talking about you having been on. And I'm like, oh, I missed it. So hopefully, look, see, Mr. Iron Dog says, be my Valentine, Mrs. Iron Dog. It's so sweet. Yeah, that's true. You were, Mr. Iron Dog did mention that you were off, you know, getting the grandkids ready for school. Mrs. Iron Dog says, I was on there, just taking breaks, getting the kids off to school. Yeah, he did mention that. Australia said, very true. Hubby is such a whinger when he is sick. Yep. So is mine, Michelle. So is mine. And I try and be patient with him. Because I know he's not a professional patient. You know, he's not been a patient a long time. So I try and be patient with him. But it's also, Iron Dog says I am a hopeless romantic. Is there the hopeless part? Mountain Mama, good morning, honey. It's so good to see you. It is so good to see you. I'm sorry I didn't get to your channel yesterday to see. I remember Kim reading out something about you had to retake the candling because it was upside down. It's okay, it was upside down again. Well, you know, that's okay, honey. That's okay. Sometimes it's interesting. I mean, I'm telling you, she says, I'll fix it. Maybe it'd be interesting. Maybe it'd be interesting to see. Mrs. Iron Dog says, whatever, Mr. Iron Dog. You know you're so loved. I love it, Mrs. Iron Dog. I love it. Christy said I have to feed the chickens and put the dogs out before the grand girl gets here. I just wanted to say good morning, sweet lady. Oh, thank you, Christy. You have a wonderful day, honey, and I hope you have a lot of fun with the granddaughter. And I appreciate the time that you spent here because I know that time is precious. Mountain Mama says I will put up another video today, just a different one. Okay. Alright, Marie. Iron Dog says I love her to death. We're talking about Mrs. Iron Dog. Oh. Okay. So 7:34, it's time to get moving. Could sit here all day finding excuses as to why not. Just because it's Valentine's Day don't mean to say we can't get moving. Yes, happy Valentine's Day, Mountain Mama. Mountain Mama says happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Iron Dog says all this is wearing me out and breaking a sweat. Ow. Oh, you shouldn't see my boys. They're both fast asleep on the bed. All stretched out. Well, my main coon is curled up in a ball. But his brother is stretched out. Okay, I'm going to move you all. Let's see if I can do this again without dropping you all. I ended up with a migraine yesterday. I finished this, went and got another cup of tea, fed my old lady cat, and then bent down, stood up, and whoo, it hit. Oh, Mountain Mama. Okay, Mountain Mama says she's fixing a special dinner today. All right, honey, you have a wonderful day. And enjoy your dinner. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely wonderful. Okay. Got my line coat. Turn this back a little bit. Oops. You're sliding all over the place. Oh. All right, Mountain Mama, you take care, honey. You have a wonderful day. Iron Dog says, here, kitty, 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 kitty. No, you're not having him for dinner. Okay. Where's everybody? Everybody's off. See, this is it because it's Valentine's Day, everyone's going to use the excuse of not being here. Naughty, naughty, naughty. All right. Oh, let me get up. Oh. I'll get myself all caught up in the line here. Okay, you can see my feet. Yeah, you can see my feet. All right. I know you don't have to type to me and tell me it's feet and not feet. I know it's feet. I'm just joking when I say feet. Oh, people used to think I was being serious. You do know it's feet, don't you? I said, no, it's 1 foot, 2 feet. Okay. Oh, that was a bit just getting up and down there. My goodness. Okay, this one I want you to be sat with your legs bent, and then you're going to come up on your toes. You don't have to come up on your tippy toes. You're just raising the heels off the floor, and I want you to hold it and hold tight. If you're stood up, you can raise up like this, and you've got to squeeze your glutes, and you've got to tense those muscles all the way down, and you're going to reach as high as you can. Of course, you can hold on to something to help with balance. If you're laying down, just point your toe like this. But the idea is to squeeze those glutes. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your muscles, squeeze them all the way down. Okay, let's start. Raise up, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then relax. And again, raise up. Tense those muscles. Give your glutes a good squeeze. Remember, when you sit tall, stand tall, you're going to pull your tummy button in. You can pretend that you've got a string that's pulling your tummy button through to your spine. And stay tall. Squeeze, 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 and then relax. And then one more for this set. Raise up on your toes. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Squeeze those glutes. Come on, give them a real good down squeeze. You can do it. Raise up that old people flab, that sag that's hanging there, and then relax. And if you need to, stretch out a little bit. Give it a shake. Give it a shimmy. Okay, just because I'm sat up here don't mean to say I can't take a look and see what you are doing. Dog, you stop distracting Marie now. You behave yourself. And Dog says, oh, the pain, the pain. Marie goes, ouch. You know, you're all as bad as each other. Iron Dog said, sure, that's easy for you to do. Band Runner, good morning, honey. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you came back. Happy Valentine's Day, honey. Iron Dog says, how about we relax for a long time and exercise for a short time? Well, that's what we do, Iron Dog, so that is not going to work. That is what we do. Okay, this next one is, it's going to be a bit more difficult. For those that haven't been here already, I'll explain it again. You're going to bring your right leg up so that your leg is level with your hip. And then you're going to turn your knee out and try as much as you can to bring your foot up onto your left knee. I can't really do that on my own, so I hike it up a little bit and then drop your knee down. Now, if you can't bring your leg up that far, bring it over to your ankle and drop your knee back. Or bring it up to your thigh. Your shin, sorry. Drop your shin, I forgot my anatomy. Bring your foot up to your shin and then drop your knee back. Just as much as you can. Whatever you can do, do it. But whatever you do, don't push down on your knee. Don't push your knee out. We're not doing that kind of exercising. So if you can hike your leg up like this, but with assistance from your hand, that's okay, and it's not too painful, then go ahead and do that. And let your knee drop. And then while you do this, you can actually squeeze your glutes, you really can. But sit tall, stand tall, and stretch it out. And then relax. And then we're going to do the same thing with the left leg. So bring your leg up so it's level with your hip. Rotate your knee so you bring your foot up onto your knee and drop your left knee and relax. Now again, if you can't bring your foot up that high, just bring it up as high as you can. Bring it up to your foot, your ankle, bring it up to your shin, and drop your knee back and then relax. So that's the first set. We're going to do the second set. Bring your knee up, I'll get it there one of these days. Drop your right knee back down and relax. And again, don't forget, you've got to sit tall, stand tall. Bring the bottom of your ribs up off your hips, because you really don't need off your pelvic bone. Actually, it's your pelvic bone there, isn't it? Because it's really bad for you to sit slouching. It doesn't help your intestinal tract, and it sure as heck doesn't help your breathing. So sit tall and stand tall, and then relax, and then bring your left foot up onto your right knee, and again drop your left knee down and relax. Now if these are a little bit difficult for you, that's okay. Like I said, just bring your foot over to your ankle and then drop your knee back, or bring it up to your shin and drop your knee back. However you can do it, at least, but at least do it. But at least do it. You know, bring your foot over, drop your knee back, and do it the best to your ability. Okay, so that's the second set. We're going to do a third set, and bring your right foot up onto your left knee, or to your left ankle, or your left shin, and drop your right knee down. And you're going to sit, stretch into it, sit tall, stand tall, pull your tummy button in, breathe, and then relax. And then turn your left leg out. Bring your left foot up onto your right knee, drop your left knee down, and then relax. And again, if you can't bring it up onto your knee, bring it up onto your ankle, bring it up onto your shin, but each time turn your knee out and then relax. And I can see you've all been gabbing a lot, so I'm going to take a look and see what you've been saying. Says she, hopefully. Yeah, that's true. And Dog says, Old Mucker needs to be written up. And Cab 7 also. Send out the pink lips. Pink slips, pink lips. Yep, that is true. That is true. We need to get onto those too. There's no excuses. And Marie says, Dog, we can't do that rigor mortis sets in. Yep. She means we can't sit and just talk all the time. Iron Dog says I ain't no contortionist. Ouch, even Mrs. Iron Dog is ouch. And Jasmine says, oddly the pain feels good. Yes, it does. It's a good kind of pain, because you know you're stretching, you're actually doing something really well good for yourself. And Dog says, the last time I bent over and touched my ankles, I got surprises I didn't like. Oh, Mucker says, my first workout back at the gym was great. I did 15 minutes of cardio, 10 minutes of defibrillator, and three days in the hospital. Oh gosh. And he says sit-ups are the best exercise because they include the most laying down. You guys, you're all bad. Okay, we're going to move on to the last one for the legs today. And I only do short ones like this because I think trying to get people to do long ones and encourage people to start really does not work. After a short period of time, people tend to, tune out. Okay, with this one, you bring your leg up so that your knee is level with your hip, and then turn your knee out to the side. So you bring your right leg up and you turn your knee out to the side. Now don't turn your body, don't want you turning into it, just turn your leg. And take it as far as you can. And if you can, take your knee, turn your knee out, give it a little bit push, just to go that little bit extra. And again, while you're doing it, squeeze those muscles, squeeze those glutes. You need to sit tall and stand tall and pull your tummy button in at the same time. And all this will help. As you're pulling your stomach in, it helps to flatten those muscles. Helps to give those muscles some good pull. And then relax. And again, do the same thing with your left leg. You're going to bring your knee up so it's hip height. And then turn it out. And then you're going to hold it as long as you can. Now if you can't bring it up this high, just take it an inch off the floor and turn it out. Or take it 2 inches off the floor and turn it out. But whatever you do, just do it. Do as much as you can, as best as you can. And as again, don't turn your body into it. You're just turning your hip. You're flexing your hip is what you're doing. And you're flexing those tendons and those muscles. And then relax. So that's the first set for that. I'm going back over to the right side. Bring your right knee up so it's hip height. Turn your knee out to the right. Squeeze those glutes while you're doing it. Tense your muscles. Make sure, remember, pull your tummy in. You've got to imagine a piece of string from your tummy button through your spine and somebody's pulling on it to pull your tummy flat. And then relax. And again, turn out with your left leg. You're going to bring that hip height. You're going to turn your knee out. Squeeze those glutes while you're doing it. Make sure you're sitting tall and you're standing tall. You've got to make sure you got your rib cage up off the pelvic bone. Because you've got to separate that area because you need your intestinal areas to work right, your diaphragm to work right. And it can't do if you're scrunched down. Okay, that's the second set. Now we're going to go on to the last set. Take your right leg up, hip height, of course knee bent. And then I want you to turn your knee out to the right and give those glutes a good squeeze. Next one is your last one with your left leg. So come on, give those glutes a down good squeeze. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Tighten your muscles at the same time. Make sure you're sitting tall or standing tall. And again, this is something you can do when you're in bed, because when you're lying down, this action will actually bring your leg up into the air. So again, with your left leg, and you can do this quite easily. Look, standing up. Of course, you've got to hold on to something. Bring your left leg up so you hip height and turn your leg out. Turn your left knee out to the left. Hold on, stand as straight and stand as tall as you can. And then relax. And there you go. So that's your 3 sets. Your 3. Oh, I'm poofed this morning. I'm out of breath already. Oh, wait. I didn't do my treatment this morning. That's why I got to do that yet. So, that's it for today. And that's what we're working on this week. Next week, we shall start and work on the upper torso again. Because of course, each of these exercises that we're doing actually does affect your core while we're doing it. Whew. Okay. I need to sit down. I'm out of breath. I can see you have been talking an awful lot. Iron dog. You're just a little monkey, aren't you? Or I should say a big monkey. Okay. And dog says I do sit-ups in my electric recliner. Oh, yeah. Oh, Mucker, you're bad. No, you can't. Mrs. Iron Dog says, there goes your hip, dog. Forget about the injections. It's now hip replacement for you. Oh, it's not that bad. Like I said, you don't have to take it that far. Well, yeah, old Mucker, yep, there was cobwebs. And Dog says, I'm sorry, but I can't do that without the help from paramedics. Oh, my goodness. Old Mucker says, I cried at the gym today. The elevator was broken, and I had to take the stairs. It was like they made me exercise before I was going to exercise. Aye, old Mucker. You lot, you're absolute. You're bad. You're bad. You're all bad. But I love you all very, very much. And Dog says I have no core. It's more like a trunk. Marie says getting my oxygen. Well, that's it. You can rest up now. You can take it easy. See, it's not even 5 minutes of exercising, or 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes. And you're all complaining. I know, Micah says I just ordered a set of dumbbells, so that'll be a fun new thing to trip over while I search for the remote. Oh my gosh, oh Micah. He said my favourite gym day is when I do 20 minutes of untangling my earbuds and then leave because I'm hungry. Well, I actually had a slice of my my banana nut bread. I made banana nut bread on 2 days ago. Took me all day. Well, took me hours actually. But oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's not even that time yet. It's a bit early. I'm normally yawning later than this. So I ran out of my concoction. So if I burp rather loudly, I'm sorry. It's not something I can help. I often don't even know it's gonna happen. It's just one of those things. But yeah, I made a concoction with elderberry juice. The elderberries from my garden and from around the area. Oh. Marie says my favourite gym day is me calling off and getting back into bed. Marie. What am I going to do with you guys? You know, what am I going to do with y'all? You're terrible. You're all terrible. Yeah, so I made a concoction of elderberry juice. And I hope I wrote it down. Two teaspoons of fresh ginger, 1.5 teaspoons of anise, 1/2 teaspoon of fennel, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. And that is one that I did. But I also used really raw honey with it, and it's pretty good. Another one that I did, I didn't put all of that in. I think I just put fresh ginger, anise, and turmeric in it. But it is actually pretty good. And oh, the first one that I put a ground nutmeg, anise and ginger in. And Marie says that sounds like plant food, June. It's I'll show you. Yep, I'll show you. Oh, sorry, kitty cat. Old Mucker needs to be docked in pay for being late. Yes, he sure as heck does, doesn't he? You are late. He says I was there listening. Okay, Old Mucker says, what do you get if you run behind a car? He said exhausted. That's like a kid's joke. Okay, so I have some elderberry juice that's been in my closet here. Doing its thing. And fermenting. So I'll be breaking into this today to make up some more. This is actually concentrate. So I'll be and it has a fizz to it. Oh, you can't really see the. Can you see the bubbles? Really can't see the bubbles, can you? Really has a good fizz to it. Ooh! It went. Yep, it's a good fizz. I should actually shouldn't keep opening it, should I? Back to weight. Yep. See. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the bubbles there? The bubbles rising up. Okay. Oh, Marco says, if God wanted me to touch my toes, he would have put them on my knees. Oh, Iron Dog says, that looks like wine to me, but if you want to call it juice, I guess you can. It is. It is. It's elderberry juice. And it's now turning into like a kombucha type thing. Except I didn't use a SCOBY or Scooby or Ubi or whatever be. I just added some really raw honey to it. And I'll actually put a link down below to where I get, to the type of honey that I use. It's not like your normal honey. I mean, I've seen stuff. Jasmine says, I have all my elderberry juice ingredients on order. Oh, wonderful. I hope you get them soon, honey, because I swear by this stuff. I mean, when I take this, I don't have, the concoction that I made up, I don't have problems with my stomach. I'm not having this impromptu burping. I'm not feeling as though there's a brick, right here in my stomach. I don't feel nauseous after I eat. So we need to drink beet juice. Well, have you seen what happens when you eat beet juice? I once went to the bathroom and forgotten I'd juiced some beets the day before and scared myself silly. Jasmine said, I just found out about it. I'm not sure why it's been such a well-kept secret. I don't know, honey. I think it's not so much that it's been a kept secret. I think it's just that now with the internet, you know, things that were classed as old wives' tales or classed as old remedies are now giving a new light because it's, you know, spreading throughout. Yeah, Mrs. Iron Dog says I need to get me some of that. I mean, it helps. I only take two teaspoons before I eat and 2 teaspoons after I eat. And I really noticed a difference. It really does help. So I'm looking forward to the elderberries growing again this year. And I'll certainly be collecting more elderberries, that's for sure. Okay, Mr. Iron Dog says, okay, everybody, I'm out of here. Got to show channel love elsewhere. You are so welcome. Thank you ever so much, Iron Dog. Thank you ever so much, Mrs. Iron Dog. I appreciate the time that you spend with us because I know how precious time is. Trust me, I know. Iron Dog says 2 teaspoons. You can't get drunk on 2 teaspoons. What do you mean 2 teaspoons? Whereabouts are you, Jasmine? Near Ottawa in Canada, Zone 5. I think it would. I think it would, honey. I don't know about sending, because the best way to do it would be to have some cuttings of the elderberry plant sent to you. And the way they do it is they take a stem and they cut just below 2 buds and just above 2 buds. So you have 2 sets of buds on, and then the first set of bud goes below ground. And then well, it depends on how you want it. The 2 buds at the top stay obviously above ground, and your second set of buds down to the bottom go below ground. But you have to have, you know, the 2 sets. My finger's sticky. And that is the quickest way to get elderberries to grow from seed. It takes a few years before you get, you know, a plant that's going to produce you know, berries. So the best way is to start with cuttings. And I don't know about sending. I wonder if I could graft it to an apple tree. I don't see why not. I mean, an elderberry bush can get, you know, quite big and quite wide. I mean, it can get to a good size. Alright, Mrs. Iron Dog. Mrs. Iron Dog says I have to get off here also. I have 2 little grandbabies to take care of. Much love to you all. Take care and happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Thank you ever so much, Mrs. Iron Dog. Thank you for the time that you spent here with us, because I know I'm repeating myself, but I really do know how precious time is. Thank you, and give those grandkids a huge hug from all of us, and happy Valentine's Day to you too, honey. Okay, I'm going to put this back. I keep this in my closet because my closet is cold. So I don't need to keep it in my fridge. Now, of course, when the weather starts warming up, I'm going to have to figure out a different place to keep it. Yeah. There is a gentleman. He does actually have a YouTube channel. Who grows elderberries. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Iron Dog. We enjoy having you too. We always, it's been, I'm so happy that you're joining us. Thank you. There is a gentleman in Missouri that has okay, opening your channel up. There is a gentleman in Missouri that you know, grows and sends out elderberries. He has a big, huge channel. He has a big, huge store. So you can look him up, or if you want, I'll find a link for you. And oh, you know what I could do right now? Oops. That's a song that my friend Denise developed for me. Let me see if I can there's so many to go through. I'll get what I'll do. Let me move that back over. Jasmine, what I'll do is I'll get I'll find his link for you and I'll drop it off on your channel. But you might need to, when you check your messages, let me check and make sure you have that option available. Oh, there's only one. Yes, you do. You have that option available. Okay. What I shall do is I shall send you his link in your messages. But you'll need, because it's a link coming through, it generally goes to your spam section of your messages. So check that, you know. And it'll be sometime today that I send it to you, honey. I'll try to get to it as quickly as possible. Alright, that's wonderful. So, that being said, I'm going to stop right now because I'm starting to get tired again. And I really don't want to end up with a day like yesterday because I got nothing done. And I have all this food. Oh, you're so welcome, honey. You're so welcome. He will let you know whether it's possible. You can ask him any questions. Oh, you have a beautiful day too, Jasmine. You can ask him any questions and he will answer them for you. And then we can take it from there. So, remember, be nice to each other. Be kind to someone that you see. Be kind to anyone that you may not really like, because what you really don't like in them might be something that you don't like in yourself. You never know what someone is going through. So make sure when you look somebody, look them in the eye and tell them, I see you. Tell them that you, and make sure you really do see them, because it could be you one of these days that you're looking in the mirror at. So be thoughtful and be kind to each other, because there's not enough of that in the world today. And I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are in the universe. and wish you all a beautiful night, day, evening, afternoon. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. Jasmine says healing energy to everyone. Thank you so much, Jasmine. Marie says, love you, June. I enjoy your chat all the time. You are so welcome, honey. And remember, one step at a time, one breath at a time. We can do this. Bye-bye. Love you all. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you.